So, welcome back. Right, let's see, where are we? We've got these two things built. We've got a build-up of those. So I need some workers. I'm going to make this a priority. If you find that your workers are ignoring jobs, you can click on your building and change the priority for it. So with any luck, these two guys are now going to stand here and work on this. And is the sun going down, or am I getting... That's the sun going down. Okay, thank God for that. I thought I was getting a solar flare. Okay, so now we have food being produced. Yep, we have a rice pad. So now we need to set up some way of growing medicinal plants. So we're going to go ahead and select our biodome, click on here, and we want this white guy here. Medicinal pad. A vegetable pad where to grow medicinal plants. So we'll dump that in there too. So let's briefly go over these different things here. From what I understand, they are ordered in growing time. From what I can see. I haven't actually tested the theory yet, but I will. The pea pad and the tomato pad will grow very, very quickly. The rice pad and the lettuce pad will grow slightly slower. And then you're on to these ones here, which don't say anything about being fast produce and high maintenance. So these, I guess, would be regular. And these would take the longest. Yes, this one certainly does. It even says it. Slow production and low maintenance. And then you have the genetically modified tomato and onion. I wonder what they do when you get that. And then you can also plant trees in here to give yourself some more oxygen. Now, one of the things that you can run across, if you're not careful, if your bods are eating off of vegetables for too long, you can potentially run into a problem where they get sick. And I don't have one to show you. That's a shame. They'll get a little orange fork icon above their head, and it will say that they're malnourished because they've been eating the same thing for far too long. Look at all these vegetables that are piling up in here. I could end up facing that particular issue. So hopefully this can alleviate that problem. Hopefully. I may actually need to get another one of those. It doesn't look like it does anything, but yeah, it doesn't need any resources. So what I might do is actually just build another one. It just requires a biologist to run it. Anyway, so we've got our medical unit here, but there's no beds. So we're going to go ahead and stick a bed in there. At least one. You need a medic to operate that, and if your medic gets sick, they won't help other people. So ideally you want another medic. Ideally. Let's go ahead and we'll put another meat unit in here too. Okay, so that's 2 meat units. I have 1 piece of plastic left. Okay, so now we've got this far. Our next goal really should be a landing pad. Let's take a quick look here. We've got 7 personnel altogether. We got 3 workers, 2 biologists, and 1 engineer, and 1 medic. That's great, but with 1 engineer and only 3 workers, each one of these takes a worker. So that's 2 workers right there, plus the mine that requires a worker too. So that's 3 workers altogether. And that's without factoring in their resting, moving stuff around. So in the future, you do require a landing pad like this. So I'm going to build one. And my power storage got low overnight. That's a little worrying. So what you can do here is you can set up which colonists you want to arrive. If you want more engineers, you can set more engineers. If you want more medics, you can set it up to receive more medics. And you can fiddle with the ratio to which they arrive. Because it's a small landing pad and you have a small place and it's not particularly nice. Where are we? Yeah. My prestige rate is 24. You're not going to get too many new people turning up at any one time. So what I try and do is split 50-50, depending on my needs. So my next one would probably be 75% workers and 25% medic. That way I have a spare medic in case there's a problem. But I also need to build more beds. I believe the oxygen unit can the oxygen unit can handle up to 30 people, so that's not a problem. I will have to upgrade the water unit though, and I'm probably going to have to upgrade the power system too. Ooh, that was close. So what we're going to do, we're going to let these guys continue on with their daily chores, and we'll come back when we have enough materials to finish our landing pad here. So our landing pad has been finished. We can now change up emissions, and right now we have it set to colonist and trader. I changed my settings a little bit. So this gives you your current layout, and this gives you your expected arrival. So I now have 3 medics on base, so I don't need any more medics if I turn this landing pad back on again. I need more workers. Oh, you know what? I actually need more engineers. I got 3 biologists. I need more engineers and more workers. So I currently have 7, so I should get another 3. So what I'm going to do is turn this back on. I'm going to turn off the trader visits because there's no point right now. We're now manufacturing bioplastics pretty well. Ore is down. Well, ore production is steady, and the metal production is down because I just built this guy here. So in the morning, wait, what time is it? This is not charging as quickly as I need it to. I think I probably need to build another solar cell. So I can charge both of these in a single day, because my power output has gotten kind of high with the landing pad running. Yeah, that takes 5 units of power, so we're going to turn that off until the morning. Yeah, look at the difference that made in the charge rate. So I think when I get the resources available, I am going to build myself another... Where'd that metal go? Who's using metal on what? Oh, this is running. I don't need that to be running. I've got 6 spare parts. I'm happy with that for the moment. I'll turn that on and off as I need parts to be produced. Right now I've got 10 medical supplies. That's fine. I've got 3 plants on standby. I don't know what their... I don't know what their deterioration rate is like. If you don't have a storage unit, think of it as like climate control. If you don't have a storage unit and you just leave things laying around, they tend to start to decompose. Ah, water, that's it. I need to do something about the water supply because it needs upgrading. Now the other thing I just realized is I have 10 colonists on base and only 2 for 6 bunks. So I'm gonna warp... No, that was there, okay. So I'm gonna need another bunk. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 bunks now, so technically we need another one. And I think we're out of bunk space anyway at this point. Alright, it's very important you give them somewhere to sleep, otherwise they get cranky. So the next task is going to be building... What do I got? A base pad. Ah. So that just gives me a little space so I can then join across here, unhook that and upgrade it. Okay. That sounds good to me. I just need the materials to do so. Alright, so we're going to call that it for the moment. I am going to expand out across here. Yep. Across here, then I can remove this and upgrade it to a nice big one. So for the minute, we're going to call that a day. And we'll come back later and see how things are working out with our new colonists.